Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On second down, here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there from 13 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Brees, maybe a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, it's Brees. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's 2nd down.
Kill, kill, kill.
On 2nd down, here's Brees. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
21.
Brees now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
He gets it over the middle of the Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Back to north. 319.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. P.J. Williams with a pick. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Check.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Over.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the door. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Here's Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn from 4 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So that throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And his pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get...
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Rodgers to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Crosby puts it through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this... Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to